Hey everybody, welcome to Rana's Radar. I am here at the Goodguys 31st anniversary and the Nationals. As you can see behind me, everybody is rushing to get in and get their fix of this awesome America's favorite car show. I'm going to be showing you some cool stuff today. So keep watching and hopefully you will like the content, and if you do, like, share and do subscribe to the channel so I can keep traveling around the States and bringing you awesome car events like the one here. So the awesome thing is they've got the next generation event happening today on the Saturday of the event, and that's when they've got a lot more of the later cars, the modified cars, bringing in the younger generation as well. So we might head over there first and check that out, and then we'll continue on and see what awesome classics we can find and get some really good restoration stories. This is the hot rod I saw when I first walked in. I started driving and yeah, it definitely catches your attention. So I'm going to see if the owner's here and they can tell me a little bit more about what they've actually done to this absolute beast.
If they were real metal and actually hurt.
I doubt the 42 GMC would have looked like that when it came out.
Not exactly.
Not exactly.
Cab is the same. That's it.
The what?
Just the cab is the same.
Just the cab is the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So please, if you don't mind, tell us what's inspired you and what is it? It's a gas tank? It's a rat rod.
My dad, when he was 25 years old, drove a 42 gas truck. So we decided to restore a gas truck, but his didn't look like this, but it was a 42, okay?
Beautiful.
My son and I did it right there. So
I saw you guys as you drove in, and it just
kind of gets a little attention. It's a little different, you know.
Oh, 100%. I called it a hot rod, but you said a rat rod.
Rat rod, yeah.
What is the difference between, for people like me that don't know?
Rat rods are rusty. Hot
Okay.
rods usually are painted.
Okay.
I mean,
I learn something new every day. I'm at a car
So
shop.
there you go. And that's a rat truck next to it. Then you got nice cars over here. So you got a little variety.
Beautiful. And is this besides obviously giving to the gas tank look, what's this cylinder here? Yes.
That square thing?
Yeah.
That held the oil in back in the day at a gas station. So you pumped oil with that to fill a car up. You changed oil.
That wouldn't have been on a truck.
That would have been on a
No.
truck.
And you pump
Wow.
over here, you just crank it.
Wow.
But that would have been at a service station.
Wow. That's just amazing because you've added this onto it, but you've really made it to
Yeah, this
look
would have
like
been
the
on it,
cab.
obviously, but yeah,
Yep.
we kind of tried to keep it fuel and oil related.
Yep. And what kind of wheels do you have?
These are 22.5 semi tires. Off a standard semi going down the road, same
Yep.
thing.
And you've got here mum oil. What does that mean?
Now, this is a Midland Oil. Midland Oil was a company.
Okay.
Our last name is Mummelthai.
Okay.
People call us Mum for short. So we just put that on there for the heck of it. But there was no Mum Oil.
Okay.
We just added that.
That's so cool.
Tried to paint it so it looked original.
Well, it does.
There's tricks you can do to try to make it look like it's old.
Well, a lot of people are looking at restoring, so if somebody wants to have that that look, what would you recommend
So
to get it back to look like
what
it's
we did,
original?
well, to make it like this.
Yeah.
So what we did, and we're not professionals, is you spray it with, first outline what you want,
Yeah.
spray it all with water, and then throw like confetti on it.
Okay.
Different sizes of confetti, and that'll all stick.
That
okay?
gives you the specs.
Yep. You can put more or less however you want it,
Wow.
and then let it dry,
Right.
paint it, and then once the paint's dry, rub off the confetti. That's a very
pretty-
amateur way of doing it, but
Well, some people need that, and a lot of people
we
on
did this
YouTube
too
will
the
need
same
that.
way. This had Gasoline Alley on it. That was original on there, but you couldn't really see it. So we did the same thing here. We just used confetti and it worked.
It's works. No.
You know what I mean? Like it's a finished car. So
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
this was on the truck. So
Okay.
back in the day when you'd buy a barrel of oil, they'd put it on here, and this was a holder.
Right.
And you get to the place, you'd take it off and roll it into the machine shed or whatever you had. And so this actually was used for this front axle.
And your dad told me that GMC 42, that's original the cab.
Yeah. This front axle is
Look at that.
1942.
1942. You've
I
got
put fishing boat seats in here to make it fit. This front axle, there's not a lot of room in there, but
that's amazing. There it is in all its glory.
this
and all its
front
rust.
axle is
Absolutely original.
it was
as
in
would
pretty
have
good
been.
shape, really.
Well, it
the
looks
cab.
like it, yeah.
I didn't have to do a whole lot to it.
Yeah, no, that's amazing.
I'm not completely done with the truck, but we're
You're
close
adding
enough
more to
drive
it? There's no room, mate.
Well,
what are you
just
gonna
little
do?
little things like cleaning up the wiring and
Okay.
airlines and.
So tell me about the motor. What's happening here?
So I got this out of it. This is a Cummins diesel motor. I got it out of a rolled pickup. Somebody rolled their truck. It was a 94 Dodge. I got it out of a junkyard. I haven't done anything to it yet. It's pretty much stock.
And it works.
And it works.
And it works.
Yeah.
Lovely.
This front axle is a F650 Ford.
Okay.
It's got an 87 Chevy rear end and then a Dodge engine.
A Dodge engine. Amazing, amazing. How long did it take you?
I got like 3 years in it, but not every day. I mean, off and on. You might get sick of it for a month or two, and then, I mean, yeah, it took some time because that's a hot rod. So
I know that one.
it just took time to get everything because this lift itself off the ground.
Can we annoy everybody and just show them how loud this can be? Since everyone wants to turn their cars off.
Yeah, you want me to start it?
Yeah, so you can lift it up and start the hydraulic?
Yeah, I can. It will air, yeah.
Oh, with air, okay. You guys want to see it turned on?
Yeah.
That's the awesome thing about these car shows, because you never know what you come across. I mean, this here is just a piece of work, you know, absolutely custom. And what they've done to it, putting together different parts from other cars. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And we're going to see it lift up. Just a little bit there, just to get it off the ground so it's drivable. That's great, absolutely great. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, enjoy it. So that's what it was like when it first started. Obviously the spikes wasn't there, the fronts all changed, and they've added and put the other props in as well, and it was much more higher. That's great, absolutely brilliant. I just had to show you guys the interior of this car right here. It's got the 3 rows. And the ingenuity behind this is they've done it so well where they've got the 3rd row facing backwards. So obviously with kids, no one's going to be fussing or making a fuss because they can just look out at all the other cars. But yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. Now I'm going to go and grab a drink before I continue and before I get stopped again. And then we'll continue with the Goodguys Nationals 31st anniversary right here in Iowa. They've got the indoor exhibit with all their vendors on the inside, and you can find some really cool stuff here. People selling car parts, chassis. Yep, this is the indoor vendors. I want to show you all. The day has come for me to get a cap and add to my collection. So here at the Goodguys merchandise, I'm going to come here and find myself a nice cap. This one. obviously you can get so much engines and parts these days on Amazon and on eBay, but if you can find a great block like that to get it from those guys, I think it'll be installed as well. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see the engines there outside the actual cars. Gives you an idea exactly of what it's like. So even if you are shopping around, the car shows are good because then you can see the engine beforehand in front of you before you buy it online. Alright, the Good Guys here Saturday. It's absolutely pumping. The crowds are huge. The cars are amazing. And I'm just loving every second of it. So I'm going to talk to Trent and about his cool ride. It's absolutely brilliant. It's a Chevy pickup. What year, mate?
It is a 69 C10.
69 C10. Now, Trent, what have you done to it? Because I can see it's still got a bit more originality into it.
Yes.
But that's not original.
No, it is not. No.
What's that?
It's a 383 stroker blower engine. Yeah, it's a C10 long bed.
Beautiful. And when did you get this?
I got this about 7 years ago, I think.
Okay.
And from then on, it's just been building it from then.
And what was the condition when you got it?
It was just all original. It had a straight six engine in it. So it was pretty much all original.
Wow. So this is the same paint?
Yeah, it's a patina paint. My buddy from Muscatine, Iowa, painted it. Rosen's Auto Repair. He painted the truck for me, and I had lots of help with the engine.
Whoa, what's happening in the bed?
So this is all my sheet metal work that I do in my shop for this is spare time kind of deal. I got a little side business that I do off of my full-time business that I do.
So why have we gone with this design?
So it's all B-roll and diplomatized, and so right here underneath is all my bags set up, air bags, raise it, lower it.
So we've got hydraulics in this as well.
Yes, yep.
Yeah, that's why it is pretty low.
Yep, and these are the Detroit steel wheels.
Beautiful. And that's the exhaust there on the side.
Yes, it
That's
is.
cool.
Yep.
No, that's not original.
Yes, yes. So,
Beautiful.
yeah, it's a long time to build.
How long did it take you?
Lots of work. About 7 years. I've been
7
working
years,
on it, yeah.
Yep.
Off and on.
Off and on. Well, it's going to take some time. I mean,
Yep.
oh, that's cool.
Yes, so my brother, he does that sometimes on just freehand.
He did that himself?
Yes, and he owns the KTF.
Okay, yep.
So,
So this is where you work as well?
no, this is, I don't work here. This is his apparel brand.
Okay.
Keep the bitch floored. So we go around here and do that.
Okay. Keep the bitch floor. So you guys graphics and shirts and
shirts and apparel, all kinds of shirts.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now you said you've got a business. So you work somewhere, you work for yourself.
So I work for Mid-American Energy as a power company.
Okay.
And I do this on the side. It's called McConaughey Metalworks.
So if somebody needs help or they're restoring something and they come across some difficulties,
Anything. Yes.
how can they reach you?
Through Instagram or Facebook.
Okay, say the name again.
Trent McConaughey. It's on Instagram. It's T McConaughey.
Team McConaughey. Okay, well there you go, guys. I want to go around and get that graphics because it looks pretty cool. Love it. C10 Chevy pickup. And it's nice because it's got some elements of the original in there as well, but then there's no hood.
Oh, this is custom.
Yeah, of course. So why have we gone with this too much? This obviously matches the bed.
Yes.
And it really flows. Do you put a hood on every now and then?
No,
Never.
Never. I do have the original hood at home.
Okay.
But I just took it off and I thought, well, it was kind of cool to just leave the hood off of it.
So for amateurs like myself, is there any problems with not having the hood on?
No.
With having the engine exposed like this?
Not a bit. You know, I don't drive it in the rain. It would be harmful with it when it's rain. You know, getting to the engine, but I just never.
You don't do it in the rain?
No.
And on hot days, it actually keeps it cool because that's a big block as well. What's the power on that?
Yep. It's about 700 horse.
700 horse.
Yep.
And do you think the sun would ever overheat it?
Nope, it never gets overheated.
That's great. Just keep it out of the rain, which you want to do anyway to preserve it as long as you can. You
That
know?
is correct.
Especially when something's a classic and you put so much effort in it.
Yep.
Not for sale. So Trent's brother has done that. He's got apparel stuff. Check it out. There's his business right there. Yep. Absolutely brilliant. Well, thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for sharing it.
Thank you
Appreciate
very
it.
much.
You know I do like the Tri-5 series. You know I like the 57 Bel Air, but we've got some amazing cars here. We've got the 210s, we've got the Bel Airs and the 150s. We're going to talk to Kenny and he's going to take us over to his car and tell us what you have. How you going?
I'm doing fine.
So what do you have with you today?
I have a 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air.
57 Bel Air, yay, I love it.
It's a two-door sedan.
Beautiful.
I
Must be right here.
built it myself. Owned it for about 15 years.
Did you own it first and then you restored it?
Yes, I took the body off the frame, completely restored it. Replaced every nut and bolt screw on it.
Did you? What was it like when you first got it? The condition?
It was pretty rough. It was rusted out. The quarter panels, the floorboard was rusted out, and the trunk was all rusted out. So I had to cut all that metal out and replace it. And then I built a whole new chassis for it.
That's beautiful. You built the chassis yourself as well?
Yes, I
Wow.
built the motor for it. It's a 383. It's got a Richmond 6-speed in it, 9-inch Ford rear end, 4-wheel disc brakes, vintage air conditioning.
Wow.
It's got all the bells and whistles.
That's amazing, sir. And the fact that you've just built this all yourself, you put it all together. How long? So you've had the car for 15 years, and how long did it take for you to restore it?
It took about 6-7 years to do it.
Nice.
At home after work and weekends.
Yeah.
But I did it all myself.
That's
I
amazing.
even painted it myself.
You even painted it yourself. You've done such a great job. I mean, this is not your day job. You've got work, but yet your hobby is, I mean, for me, I appreciate that so much because it's such a skill. And for you to build this car up by yourself from the ground up, and you've done the paint work. Usually the paint always gets taken somewhere and it gets done, but you've done the paint work. It looks absolutely beautiful. You've done such a great job. How do you know how to do this?
Well, I just, from years and years of experience of doing this,
Yeah.
I've been doing it for 50 years.
Wow.
So you just started out not knowing anything. It was self-taught.
Self-taught. Self-taught. No, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And the interiors? Very nice. And did you do that yourself as well?
Yes, sure did. Now I had some help with that. Buddy come over and help me with that. We did it all in my garage at home.
Wow. Wow. So when restoring a 57 Bel Air straight from the ground up, now you said you had a lot of rust on the body. The rust is usually the first thing that gets handled.
Yeah, anything was rusted too. I cut it out, put new metal in.
Yeah, and then you would weld the new metal in to make the body. What's the next step?
get it all straightened out, and then straighten the body out, replace the floorboards in it, and sand it down and paint it.
And you built the chassis yourself?
Yes.
So did you have a model of a 57 that you knew? No?
No, I lifted the body off the frame.
And you just measured it yourself like that?
Right, and then did it that way.
It's amazing. And why the 57 belly? I know why I like 57 bellies. It's absolutely beautiful and it reminds you of classic cars, but why do you like it?
Well, I always liked that body style.
Yeah.
And I've had a 55, I had 56 saw. I decided, well,
You're a tri-5 man.
Yeah, over the years,
Yep.
it adds up.
Yep.
I've built several street cars, lots of race cars,
Nice.
and ridden Harleys since 1964.
Wow.
So
You've always been around engines.
all my life.
All your life. And the color yellow, it's one of my favorite colors. What made you want to choose?
Well, in the beginning I didn't really like yellow, but I felt like the color yellow looked good on this particular body style, and that's mainly why I painted it yellow.
Well, it does.
So
That's awesome. And you and your friends all have tri-5 cars? Most of them?
we've got everything known. These guys I didn't even know until I got here today.
Oh, I thought you guys were all mates, all sitting together and...
Never seen them before.
Oh, that's nice. And you guys just became friends now?
Sure.
So it's the car culture. It's car events like this, and this is what happens. You make friends, you sit down.
Right.
That's nice. Well, I appreciate that, sir. Very nice. Hey, this is nice. We've got a 55 Chevy. That's, wow. I love the color here as well. Look at this orange. It really pops with the white. Keith, how you going?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Good, good. Thank you. I love your 55. Beautiful. How long have you had it for?
I've had it for 12 years.
12 years.
When I bought this, it was just about done, but the guy got financial trouble and had to sell it.
Yep.
Sold it to another guy. I was looking for a year for a car.
Yep.
I bought one on eBay, paid a bunch of money for it.
Yep.
Went and looked at it.
Was that
Wasn't what I
good?
wanted.
No. What was it?
55 Chevy.
Okay.
I was dead set on 55. I had
Yeah.
one when I was 16.
Okay.
16 years old was my first car.
Oh, wow.
Nothing like this, but
Yeah.
you know, back then I paid $50 for the one I had then. So long time ago.
Wow. But
This
you did
one-
that car that you first got from eBay. Sorry, I am going to ask this question. You didn't. That was no good. What was no good about it? In
Well-
case people are buying classics and they need to know what to look out for.
They advertised it as a rust-free car,
Right.
and I called the guy after I bid on it and got it.
Yeah.
I called the guy and he said he listed it for a friend of his. Well,
Sure.
he said, I finally looked at the car. He said, it's got rust on it. You can come look at it, but you don't have to take it. So I drove down to Oklahoma City,
Right.
looked at the car, and I said, I'm not taking it.
Yeah.
So this one I found on eBay. I looked at it, and he was a little higher priced the
Yeah.
first time around. The lady dropped the price on it, had a phone number, so I called him, made him an offer on it. This guy was Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Okay.
Had a real southern, slow talking.
Go Tennessee.
accent, yeah. And so I went down there. I had a trailer. Called a buddy of mine up. Hey, we're going on a road trip.
Yeah.
Go down and take a look. See, I may have a car that maybe we're going to buy.
Yeah.
I went down. I walked around it. I said, I'll take it. The guy says, do you want to hear it run? I said, I don't care if it runs or not. I'll make it run.
Because you'll make it run.
Yeah. It was perfect when I got
Wow.
it. It still needed some stuff done to it.
Yeah.
So I put disc brakes on it. 9-inch forwarder in.
And you put the motor in?
No, the motor was already there.
Oh, the motor. What motor is that?
That's a 350, small block Chevy.
350. That's what I
You
thought.
have a 700 R4 transmission. I get 19 miles a gallon on the highway with this.
Oh, wow.
So it's an excellent cruiser on the
Oh,
highway.
100%. And the color and the paint job was all the same?
The paint job was there, and that's original colors. I don't remember what the the white color is. It's
But he's kept it really well.
gypsy red and India white or something like that. But it's original. It's supposed to be the original color. It's not original paint though.
No, no, no. It's the
been
original
repainted.
color. He's kept it in really good condition. I'm guessing it was stored somewhere.
Well, the guy that had it before him, like I said, he got in financial trouble and had to sell it.
Yeah.
So he did a lot of the work. I had the work done.
Yeah.
And when I got it, it never been driven.
Yeah.
It's just getting there, just about to that point. So I started fixing things. We used to have disc brakes on it, or drum brakes. I put the disc brakes on the front.
Now, can I ask a question? What is the difference between the disc brakes and the drum brakes? Because I'm learning about these engines.
Drum brakes are what originally came on, and they're just a drum, and they were notorious for pulling right or left.
Okay.
Disc brakes stop a lot better.
Okay.
A lot better.
Okay.
So that was one of my first things I did. I put power steering in it.
Yep.
When I got the car, you could turn the steering wheel like this, and the front wheel wouldn't move.
It wouldn't
the
move.
steering box was out.
Wow.
So I knew I was going to have to do some work to it.
Yeah.
But I thought, you know what, I can do it.
Yeah. Well, you did.
So over time, I've got it to where I've been to Bowling Green, Kentucky, to the Tri-5 Nationals 3 times.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, probably this year I'm going to see you there again.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to go this year, but maybe next year. My brother's working on one. He's working on 56. If he can get it done, we'll probably travel together and go there.
Well, you work hard.
But,
Now, I love the interior here, especially, I mean, I like this. I like this a lot, but can you tell me the dashboard?
It's a Del Rey interior. It's kind of, it's a repop. This isn't a Del Rey car, but that was. And then it came with the interior. The interior and the paint job was perfect when I got it.
What about the dash here?
The dash was all, it was all done.
Is this what the original 57 would have looked like on the inside?
Well, 55.
55, sorry?
This is, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they had a Del Rey, but this is a 210. But yeah, this is what it would have been like.
210 55.
And I did put the floor shifter in it,
Yeah.
and just got it to where the way I like it,
And how do you know how to do and restore these cars and play with engines?
You know what? You can find anything on the internet. But I've messed with cars since I was 16 years old. So I mean, being as far as mechanically, I can do a lot of it. Some things I can't do, but I can do the majority of it. So I put the vintage air in it, put air conditioner in it, I put all the 9-inch Forger in, got all that.
You just made it into a modern day car?
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. It's your driver.
Drives better than my Cadillac does.
No.
So,
That's beautiful.
drive it everywhere, unless it breaks, and you got to put it on the rollback.
Yeah, but you drive it around everywhere.
Yep.
That's great. I
Lot of
love
fun.
that because
Lot of fun.
everybody would want to see this on the car. Everybody wants to pull up next to a classic like this.
Oh yeah, you
know?
always get thumbs up.
You always get thumbs up. There you go. It just makes your day. You're having a bad day, you drive up, somebody says, hey, great car.
Exactly.
It fixes up your day. So everybody, go get yourselves classics. Start restoring them.
You pull in the gas station, you can't, you're lucky to get away without talking to 4 or 5 people about it.
But it's lovely, isn't it?
It's fun.
It's fun. It's fun. It's better than just not walking around and not speaking to anybody like zombies, you know. This is nice. It encourages conversation.
And everybody, all the car guys, they, you like this guy, just met him, you know. I mean, just like known him all the time, you know. So
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
It's fun. That's what I love about it.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate that, Keith. Thank you so much.
All right, dear.
Thank you.